He's not Johnny Carson, but he's the real thing, John King. John King. Come on his show and make the bells ring, John King. John King. In the world of talent, he's my friend, yours, John King. Oh, John King. Come on his publications and open.
And now, your host, the king of cable TV talk shows, Mr. John King.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the John King Show. I should say hello is seen in the morning and the evening. I have three new faces, and they all are going to tell you a little story about themselves. And that is not the Wonder Woman, but she will, as I go along, she'll describe and tell you what she does. Give you a little tip. It's all about stress. Ray, how have you been today?
Good, good. We've been quite busy, my wife and myself. My wife answered one of the ads in one of your papers for the Malcolm X movie, and she wound up working all day long with Spike Lee.
No kidding.
That's right.
Wow, that makes me feel good.
Well, wait a minute, I didn't get called yet.
Well, you're in one of the papers.
Yeah,
and this
right.
You
So
will
she got
get...
a job. She got a job.
Oh, I'm glad for
I'm waiting to be called.
Right. It's a SAG film?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. What have you been up to?
Well, my schedule for September 29th was Pete Seeger. Prior to that, I worked as a spokesperson for an insecticide company. And my wife has worked in other movies. She worked with Danny Aiello near the end of September. I worked with Marilyn Garrett in a movie called Close to Eden. These are all Screen Actors Guild movies.
Right. And let me show the four papers. And what paper was it that your wife got?
I don't know. It's one of your papers.
Okay, we have four papers now. If I can get a close-up of model news. This goes out to the media for the actors and models for TV commercials, print, fashion, and advertising. This is casting news. This goes coast to coast for the performers, for actors, singers, dancers, etc., union and non-union. This is models and talent. This also comes out monthly, and it goes out coast to coast. And here's the other one called Showbiz. And this is what we're going to be talking about, the world of showbiz today. And what else, Ray? Now, I don't know, she got a job at one of these papers, and what happened? What was the...
Well, we both went to what they call an open call. You just show up. They're not really auditions. I mean, they may ask you some questions. They want you to leave a picture and resume. If you are a union performer, they expect an 8x10. If you're not a union performer and they are seeing non-union people, sometimes they'll take any picture at all. Then, based on the pictures that you left, they decide whether or not to call you. And they called my wife, and I'm still waiting. Oh, and incidentally, she went for a costume fitting. Of course, she gets paid for that, since she's a union member. And then she got paid, of course, for the movie day. They're going to be shooting, apparently, quite a few weeks in New York City, maybe as late as November.
Oh, great.
And hopefully she'll be called again, and I will be called.
Tell the audience what you also do. You know, it's great. Entertaining and show business and acting is great. But Ray has 3 or 4 different services you run.
Well, amongst other things, I'm master of ceremonies for the big parade at Coney Island every June called the Mermaid Parade. And, well, I got that because in the 1960s, I was one of the last barkers or talkers at the World in Wax, where I would say, you'll see the 2-headed baby from Puerto Rico, the 5-year-old mother from Peru, all on the inside. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Todo à l'intérieur en espagnol. Entrez ahora al musée de Sierra. Oui, monsieur, madame, vous allez voir tout à l'intérieur. Pour les bébés, vous allez voir Batman et Robin. Tout à l'intérieur. Entrez maintenant. And based on my experience at the World in Wax, I've been emceeing the Mermaid Parade every year for the last 10 years, but I also worked at the Steel Pier in Atlantic City, which unfortunately is now closed. And there I would promote the world-famous high-diving horse diving into a pool from the height of a 4-story building. You'll see Alfie the sea lion on the inside. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Once inside, you stay as long as you want. You'll see the Acapulco cliff divers diving into the ocean from the height of an 8-story building. So, and then based on these different things I did, I wound up joining AFTRA. I did recordings which were played at point of purchase for such companies as Wherever, Silverstone, their cookware. Then I wound up joining Screen Actors Guild based on the work I did as an AFTRA member in the recordings. And so every now and then I'm in movies, my wife is in movies. We do a lot of product spokesman work. Right now, for a company that manufactures roach powder, kills roaches, I get on a PA system of a large store in New York saying, "Good afternoon, shoppers. Here's a special news bulletin. You don't have to live with a roach anymore. Yes, see the Nevermore factory representative on the first floor of the up escalator." Now, whenever I say you don't have to live with a roach anymore, people stop in their tracks because husbands think of their wives, and the wives don't think, you know.
Right. I just couldn't help doing that when you said the roach. And speaking of roaches, this microphone is this a large microphone?
There's a roach crawling on top.
No. All right, we're gonna move right along. And here's a lady that needs no introduction. She appeared on many New York shows. She does more than I don't know how to introduce her. So I'm just gonna read it from the card. It says Sharon, the anti-stress superhuman. Tell them what you do.
Hi, John. It's nice to be on your show.
Right.
Thank you for sharing a few beautiful moments of your one and only life with me. I have a product called the One and Only Anti-Stress Kit, and it's a very creative, innovative method of helping people cope with stress. Whatever age you are, and whatever it is you do, and whatever given stress that you have. And it's composed of 7 toys. And I was going to have some assistance here. Yes?
I guess
We'll take some out. What we have here is a soap telephone to help you listen to your inner voice.
Hello.
What do you hear?
I think we got a bad connection.
It's central casting for
We have
Ray.
Pay the phone bill?
Heart
I
sunglasses.
think Ray will wear those pink as my car.
All right.
Attach your heart to your head. Make
wanna-
decisions in your best interest.
I'm now a movie star.
Yes. We have a crystal viewfinder to see alternate life pathways.
I definitely want to look through there. Wow.
Many times when we have stress, we're experiencing life by only seeing out of our own eyes, and we only see one pathway. And when you look through this, you have 50 alternatives.
So your problem isn't that bad.
And John, this one is for you. This is called the Magic Wand. It's a pen, Magic Wand. It's also a keychain to empower yourself to open new doors. Okay. And there's an empowerment affirmation that I'm going to ask you to say.
Okay.
Okay. Wave the magic wand at yourself and say, "I have only one life."
Ginger, she says, "I can't imagine being disappointed," and Michelle says, "I was in your shoes." Always a level of disappointment.
The level of disappointment is going to be equal to the pain of the rejection that they experienced. We have very intensified situations here of rejection, and it's a word that sometimes we can't see. So let's see if we can get a picture of what, from the children's point of view, of what rejection looks like. They have had to live in their mind with an idea, true or untrue, that makes them feel as if one day their mom, birth mom, looked into their eyes and said, "You don't count. You're not important. I don't love you. Go away." Even if you told that to a little child that you were raising on your own, "Go away, go." You can see the tears in the child's eyes. This is the level of intensity now perpetuated over years and years. And so when they first meet the birth moms, they're caught in a crossfire of, why did you do this? How could you do this? It's like approach avoidance, avoidance.
What happened backstage, Michelle and Dale, when you went backstage with your mother?
It was, I felt very faint, very sick to my stomach.
Is that normal, Ginger?
Yes, absolutely. It's like a shock.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
Nothing felt good.
No, and it's like, I feel like this is how I feel. I feel like she's going to try to tear my mother down. She's 76 years old. She has done everything that I could ever want. My father and mother, they built a brand new brick home in Paris, Arkansas. I had horses, I had cows, chickens, goats. You know, I have a brand new car. My mom paid $1,000 down on me a brand new car, and all kinds of stuff.
What we have to reassure the children of is that the relationship you have, your family is intact, and what love has built, nothing can destroy.
Very good thing there, Dale.
was right after the kids were born. My skin got red, irritated. Oh, it was dry.
That's when you started using Vaseline Intensive Care?
Yes. I don't know how it works, but it works great.
Think about it like this. Watch.
Nothing's happening.
The lotion doesn't dissolve right away. Its moisturizers are absorbed into your dry skin to help it form a better barrier.
Against what?
Water damage.
No wonder I love it.
From Intensive Research comes Intensive Care Dry Skin Formula.
Is there a cat food with no artificial colors or flavors?
Purina Cat Chow has the complete and balanced nutrition your cat needs and no artificial colors or flavors. Better care makes better cats.
Nothing's worse than a congested, dry, irritated nose. That's why there's new Afrin Extra Moisturizing Nasal Spray. Afrin works 4 times faster than the leading cold tablet. Plus, it soothes and relieves. Afrin, because you shouldn't have to wait to breathe.
Welcome to Endora,
Hi.
a small town where ordinary people...
How's Mama?
She's fat. ...lead extraordinary lives.
Oh, my.
Johnny Depp.
Come on down, buddy.
Juliette Lewis.
I'm not sorry. He's not sorry. You're not sorry.
And Academy Award nominee Leonardo DiCaprio.
I could go at any time.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Show it and you
Photo
talk.
of the
Can you get this?
superheroine of New York.
A close-up now.
The very first televised photo.
Wow.
Unmasked.
Now everybody knows who you are.
John, I know we're running out of time. Let's do the segment of the show which we've done on past shows of movie stars, homes, and addresses in the New York area. Because we've gotten a great response to this, and I just want to tell everyone we're originating from the Kaleidoscope television studios here in New York, and we're seen all over the country. And I'm going to read a few of the movie stars' names, home addresses from this map here, which I picked up at a store in New York City called the Fun Emporium. And today we have for you a few of the famous people listed in the map. Johnny Carson, he's a talk show host. I think he's almost as good as you.
Well, he retired recently to spend more time with his grandchildren.
He lives at 721 Fifth Avenue. And Tom Cruise is at 14 East 4th Street.
Wow, they're going to be...
And here's one of your good friends. You know her mother very well. You gave her one of her first starts when she got into modeling, Brooke Shields. And Brooke Shields lives, John, as you know, at 165 East 62nd Street. Barbara Streisand, a singer, an actress, 320 Central Park West. And Grace Jones, another fabulous actress, 166 Bank Street. And that's who we have for you today. And I think we're about out of time. And for
this segment of the show, we'll have 3 more guests. I want to thank you for coming on. One more plug, your name and where you're from.
My name is Ray Normando. And, one of the things I do as a hobby, I run a wire service with 44 telephone lines that anyone with a computer modem can call up for free. It's area code 212-431-1254, 431-1254. Anyone with a modem can call up and read stuff, which I put up as a hobby.
A lot of it's in our papers, too. Right.
I'm Sharon Lampert, the anti-stress superheroine of New York, and one other thing I do is give corporate seminars. So if you're interested, please feel free to call the anti-stress hotline, 212-772-8601.
Great. And
Arnold Martin, the talent coordinator for John King, and if you're an interesting talent or an author or an actress or an actor, call us at John King office here in New York City if you'd like to be on the show. That's 212-645-8400. 645-8400.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This goes out to the media free if you're watching this show. Just call our number, 645-8400. Or, the cameraman's laughing at me as I'm holding these papers up, casting news. Sent to you free if you're watching the program and you're an actor, model, or thinking of going into the business. It'll go out to you free, no cost, or model news. There we go. And I got to move along now in showbiz. And don't forget, if you're a performer and you're looking for work or you're looking for go-sees, etc., call and we'll send you one of the issues. I have on two new guests that just appeared. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Mary.
Mary Doolittle, Queen of Public Access.
And how do you feel about the advertisements we were running on you in the paper? How's it going? Is it working?
Just wonderfully, Mr. King. We're so excited about all the coverage that we've been getting in the John King's Model and Talent and Showbiz and Casting News, and we just feel very happy about that. As a matter of fact, we're putting together a publication of our own, which is going to feature listings of public access producers, their time spots, the names of their shows. As you know, the cable guide is no longer around, and it's important for our fans to know when we're on TV. So instead of having to call the cable companies or call the phone numbers that they have, they'll be able to refer to the public access cable guide. Now, if you could send your information, if you're a public access producer or you want to list something, to Post Office Box 701, Gracie Square Station, New York City 10028. That's Public Access Producers Alliance, Post Office Box 701. Gracie Square Station, New York City 10028. And one more thing I wanted to say is that I'm just...
PAPA, right? It's P-A-P-A.
P-A-P-A, PAPA. I'm just so happy about working here at the Kaleidoscope Studio, aren't you?
This is a fabulous studio.
Yeah, we're here at 601 West 50th Street, Kaleidoscope Studio. All you public access producers that are watching, it's a good studio, 489-7150.
Thank you. And we're going to move right along. In your name?
My name's Alan Ramey.
Alan, how are you doing on your go-sees? We were talking before about the actors running around on go-sees, etc. What should they know?
Basically, they need to know a pattern of the city so they can lay out their go-sees per block or per area, per zip code area.
How many people do you see a day when you're out there?
Geez, anywhere from 5 to 10 people a day, depending on
agents,
the casting calls, and depending on my schedule and how much I'm working as opposed to how much free time I have to go see people.
Right.
So.
How long are you acting?
I've been
You're an
acting.
actor model, by the way.
Yes, I do commercial print.
Right.
I've been acting 10 years. The last 7 years I've been working on a freelance basis and making my living at it, so I'm very happy with that.
You must have started young. You're in the business 10 years, and you're a young fella now. You started as a kid actor, right? Any big breaks? Did you have any big breaks? Any?
Ooh, well, I worked on Longtime Companion 2 years ago.
Oh, great.
Which was very good because I got a chance to meet Bruce Davidson, and he helped me out some with some other work.
Great.
Through my networking, I met a lot of people. Robert Urich has helped me out quite a bit.
Great.
He's the one that inspired me to go to New York.
And you're going to do a monologue for us in a little while. A monologue you'll do. And let the audience be the judge of talent. I think he has great talent.
That monologue is from an original play called The Judgment. A friend of mine just finished writing it last year in Los Angeles.
Great.
And it's a very, very fun play.
Well, you got the looks, you got the talent, and I've seen your work before, and you'll be coming on a lot of our shows.
Jeff, I need to talk to you. Jeff, I need to talk to you. Jeff, you're always late for auditions. Will you listen to me? I really need to talk to you. Oh, God damn it, Jeff, I think I'm straight. Oh, jeez. Now I said it. I told you I went to the beach last weekend, and I met a girl. She's a nice girl, a straight girl. We did the whole straight thing. We went to the straight beach, and do you know that they still wear swimsuits on the straight beach? And then we went to a straight restaurant, and then we went to a straight nightclub, Jeff. Have you ever been in a straight nightclub? I mean, it looks like any other nightclub. You walk in the front door, and there's guys talking to guys and girls talking to girls. Then Jennifer said, let's go to the back. And we walked down this long, dark hallway. And at the end of the hallway, you could see the flashing lights and hear the pounding music. And we walked into this huge black room. It was really neat, Jeff. And I started to look around. I looked out on the dance floor, and there were guys dancing with girls. I couldn't handle it, Jeff. I ran out front. I waited for 2 hours. Finally, Jennifer came out front. She said, let's check into a hotel. A straight hotel, Jeff. We went to the hotel, and the clerk kept looking at me like he knew exactly what was going to happen. And we checked in, we went upstairs, we unpacked our bags, we got in bed, we had sex, and you know I don't do those kind of things, Jeff. But I liked it. I feel so confused inside, Jeff. I don't know what to do. I talked to Jennifer about it, and she said to talk to a priest. A straight priest, Jeff. Can you believe it? God, Jeff, I don't know what to do. You've got to help me. I'm so confused. Oh, my God. That's Mark, John, and Steve. You can't let them know what's going on. If they find out, I'll never live this down. I don't know what to do, Jeff. You got to help me.
I'm going to move right along. She needs no introduction. She's been on. And what is it that you wanted to give me? You were waving something.
Oh, John, I've got the Distinguished Anti-Stress Service Award for transmitting and promoting a wonderful, beautiful message through society. And it's for safeguarding to Johnny King. Well, let's start with the Caps Inc. is proud to present John King with the Distinguished Anti-Stress Service Award for safeguarding your personal mental health, promoting mental health in your family, creating an atmosphere of peace among your friends, inspiring goodwill among your neighbors, and building a foundation of stability in your community.
Fantastic.
Thank you, John King.
Congratulations.
Right. Okay, thank you. Let me show it up. Can we get a close-up of this? Okay, and I'll make sure I'll put this up in the office that everybody will see it that comes through my doors. All right, okay. Now we're going to move right along. Give me some ideas. We're talking about stress. Coffee.
Well, yeah, coffee.
I'm going to shoot some things at coffee.
Well, we do have, for all those who drink coffee and are addicted to coffee, we have created coffee mugs that have this wonderful anti-stress and empowerment philosophy on it. So at the same time you're starting your day with your cup of coffee, you're also putting something in your head, which is the beautiful anti-stress message and the beautiful empowerment message.
How many cups of coffee should one have per day? Or a good doctor told me, he says none.
True, true. Well, you'd want to put only the best into your body, and coffee is certainly doesn't have any nutrients in coffee. There's nothing in coffee that can help you. It's more of a drug.
Cigarettes.
Right. They have drugs. It has tar in it, nicotine. They're addictive.
You have some kind of an aspirin.
Oh, we have aspirin soaps.
Aspirin soaps?
Aspirin soaps. It's just a gift novelty, these big aspirin soaps.
But do they work from the inside or do they work from the outside?
Well, they're just a very funny gift-giving idea, which are anti-stress soaps. We also have the anti-stress telephone, which is very popular because of there's so many people that like to listen to the phone as they take a bath. So we have these soap phones. Alan, why don't you go ahead? Listen to your inner voice.
Sure. Hey.
Hello.
That's pretty stress relieving, huh?
You were showing me a photo. You broke the Times.
Oh, the New York Times clip.
Yeah.
Oh, I gave that.
Can we get a close-up of that? Would you want to show it on the air?
I gave it to you, though.
No, I think you have it, the clip.
No.
Is that it?
I put it on the desk in
Okay.
the office.
All right. What was the story?
Well, I had used publicity of the long-leaning, leggiest girl in town.
Yes.
And I had used this bikini photo as a publicity stunt. Being a new entrepreneur, not having the funds to create 4-color brochures.
Right.
So I created a very inexpensive black and white brochure, and this catapulted me onto the front page of the Metro section of the New York Times.
That's the hardest paper to break, especially with a bikini.
Within weeks. Well, I felt if you have the right gimmick today and something that creates somewhat of a sensation, I was able to create the product, get it into the stores, get onto the New York Times, get on to a television show within weeks before Christmas.
Oh, that's great.
Within a few weeks, I had crossed the television medium, the newspaper medium, and the radio medium.
Great.
And gotten it into the department stores.
Great. Great. Mary, your show follows mine in Queens, right?
Yes, it sure does.
It does follow in Queens, I know. And Papa, how is Papa doing?
Papa's doing wonderfully. We're working on
by the way, tell the audience what PAPA means. They might think
PAPA means the Public Access Producers Alliance.
Okay.
And we're putting together, as a matter of fact, very soon, a TV show, 2 TV shows, mine and Aristides Duval, also known as Mr. Melody. We're putting together a group of PSAs, public service announcements, for the Public Access Producers Alliance, and we're doing the editing work right here at Kaleidoscope.
Fantastic. What are you up to next?
Currently, I'm working on a show called A Man with a White Cane at the Impact Theater on 8th Avenue and 40th.
Good.
And I just got cast in their second show called Stage Fright.
Wow.
So I've got bookings up to the end of the year.
Oh,
and
that's
I feel
good.
great about that.
Great. And Sharon, what are you going to be up to?
I have a cabaret act coming out. I'll be singing as anti-stress superheroine of New York, and under the direction of the Singers Forum at 31 West 21st Street, under the artistic direction of Andy Anselmo. And I have a book coming out about women's empowerment and entrepreneurship.
And you go through the rounds, no matter where you go, to newspapers or department stores, always dressed like that?
Always.
What do the people ask you sometimes to tear off the mask?
Many people are always trying to unmask me or get under my cape.
Under your
Either
cape?
one.
And what do you tell them?
Great. All right. And I want to thank you for watching our show, and tune in next week, same time, and catch us again. Let's wave goodbye.
Bye. Take good care of yourself. On to you.
If you got the talent, you can go really far. If you're really groovy, you can buy a new car. Be on the show, you can go really far with John King. John King. He's not Johnny Carson, but he's the real thing. John King. John King. The public access shows will bring you the thing. All across the nation, the public access station, the publication, the John King thing. To do your own thing if you've got the talent. Make the bells ring on the John King show with John King. John King. That's why I sing about John King. John King. If you got the talent, you really go far. On the King shows will make you a star. See us on your local public access station. Read all about it in his publication. John King, John King. In the world of talent, he's my friend and yours. John King, John King. Come on and be in the show, it will open some doors. If you got the talent, you can go really far. You can be successful, you can be a star. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. With John King, John King. The king of cable shows, he lets you do your own thing. John King, John King. Be in his publications and make some bells ring. John King, John King, John King. In the world of talent, he's my friend and yours, John King. That's right, John King. If you want to go far, he'll open some doors. I say he'll open some doors.